Yes, I'm in my pajamas. No, there's no need to talk about it because I don't judge you, so you don't judge me. Okay, okay. Hi guys, it's Anissa. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be filming a full face of first impressions, and let me just tell you, easily, this is the most interesting full face of first impressions that I have ever filmed. That's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to say too much. I'm a talker and I like to go on tangents, and that's just not what you're here for, and I understand that. If you're interested to see how I came up with this look on my face, then keep on watching. But before we go any further, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It lets me know that you guys like the content that I am pushing out, and I post on this channel every 4 days, so you never have to miss me for too long. But yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows, and I do not have any new eyebrow products, so I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the color Ebony. I feel like I've kind of been neglecting her because I've been trying to find things cheaper than her. This is so old. I've been having to spray setting spray in it, and then it works fine. Do you guys just want me to start doing my brows before? Because nobody I watch does their brows on camera, and I've always wondered why. I like watching people do their brows. I've never understood that, like why people don't put the eyebrow part, especially when you're trying a new product. I don't know. I got some like strong archy eyebrows today. And then for concealer to carve them out, I'm just gonna use the Benefit Blowing Industrial Strength Concealer, and this is in the color number 5. I actually have 2 of this concealer. This is number 5, and then the first one I bought was number 6. I finally decided that I was going to return number 6, so I went to go return it yesterday at Ulta, and they shut Ulta back down. So that's not a good sign. My only thing is I'm afraid that they're going to try to tell me, return policy, like your deadline is up. And I'm gonna be like, do you really wanna go there? Do you? Let me not raise my voice. I'm hoping they'll be graceful because I really don't even want my money back. I just want a credit. That way I can buy something else. But I'm thinking that when I finish this one, I like it. I just want to go one lighter and then just using my e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush. Now into the fun stuff. I think everything else is new except for one thing. For my eye primer, I am going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre, which now that I'm looking at it, hi, you are very light. I'm trying to widen my horizons. I figured maybe if I did something a little bit lighter, it would make my eyeshadow pop a little bit more. I don't know. Goodbye eyelash. I just got them done yesterday too. Trifling, whatever. I have so many little lines in my eyelids that I'm trying to look every single way to get every part of my eyelid. I don't know how I feel about this. Not making my eyelid look smooth. It's kind of just exposing me. I'm gonna go ahead and do one eye off camera with my eyeshadow, and then we'll be back and I'll tell you guys what I'm using. Ta-da! Okay, as you guys can probably have guessed, I just went with a nude look, but I have good reason to, because the eyeshadow palette that we are going to test out today is the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I'm trying not to blind you guys, but it's really hard. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me just show you guys the inside, even though you probably have already seen the inside. Just more of a warmer nudie bronze palette. I went ahead and applied my eyeshadow base. I used this flat concealer brush that I never ever use to blend it out, and it seemed to work a lot better with that. It's grabbing onto my eyelids very weird. I do realize, and I will admit, my eyelids are pretty dry. I am allergic to my eyelash extension. I'm in a little bit of a tiffy because I can't use eye cream because eye cream makes my eyelash extensions fall out. So it's just a never-ending cycle. I used 5 of the shades, which I think is pretty good. I absolutely love the golds in here. I love the mattes in here. For a transition shade, I'm going to mix Suntan and Sundown, which I like that I can make the lighter shades in this palette work, which look, that was one little dab of color. The eyeshadow primer is making it a little bit harder to blend just because as soon as I put the color down, it tends to stick to the base, which is a good thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix Deep Dive and Magma together, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner, just creating a V shape to deepen up the crease. Really usually don't use black eyeshadows, but there wasn't something that was already in here that was a little bit deeper for a crease color. So I really like that I have that deeper color to mix and create any color that you want to and deepen up any color that you want to. And these are blending out so beautifully. Just on top of that, I'm going to go back in with Suntan in my crease color because it looks a lot different on the eye than it does in the pan. On the eye, it's a lot more red and warm. I am going to take my finger and I am going to use True Copper. These are just so super pigmented. I don't know if it is the eyeshadow primer, kind of exposes my texture, but this eye seems to be doing a lot better. And then I'm going to go on top of that with Alloy. Next, I am just going to blend my crease with my lid together. These shades are very shimmery. And then just to finish it off on the top, just going back in with Suntan. I'm just going to go in with just Deep Olive on the end. I did notice a lot of the times when I do nude eyeshadow looks, I don't have to go back on top of a shade after I put another shade on it, which you guys noticed I did. It's a really pretty eyeshadow palette, and it also comes with a super huge mirror in here. And personally, it just has all of my favorite tones in it. You guys know I'm such a warm gal. The packaging of the product definitely matches up with the price point. I find a lot of times with some brands and certain products that are on the higher end, you pay more money, yet you don't get as good of quality as packaging. For example, e.l.f., their foundation is $6 and it's in a glass bottle versus the Tom Ford foundation that I just bought that was almost $90. It's made out of plastic. Not really a big deal, but I am just going to take a makeup wipe. Shimmer shades that had a bit more glitter in them do have some fallout. Now we are going to get into complexion, my favorite part of makeup. For primer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I don't know why I haven't tried this sooner. I absolutely love the foundation. I was expecting it to be silicone, but it is actually a jelly cream consistency, if you guys can see that. That's interesting. It almost looks like a moisturizer. And then this claims to smooth and fill pores and also add extended makeup wear. I really don't feel like that was very pore filling, but I guess we will be able to see. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit extra right here because my pores are much bigger right in here. It's all right. I think I'm just really thrown off by the fact that it's not silicone based. I was expecting it to be silicone based, especially since it claims to be pore filling. My face does feel really smooth and really nice though. Next, we are going to color correct and bronze. I'm going to be using the Naked Skin Urban Decay color correcting fluid, and this is in the color Deep Peach. I am so excited to try this because I have never tried a high-end color corrector. And if there's really a big difference, I'm just gonna put a little bit because I have found I go a little bit overboard. It definitely, going on, is a lot thinner than my LA Girl Pro. That stuff is pretty thick. When you look at me, you're like, oh, she has color correcting. Instead of it being super orange, it kind of blended in with the blue and worked together to neutralize it. But it is hanging on a little bit weird underneath my eyes. I'm not super wild like I thought I was gonna be. This is just a first impression. First impressions only tell you so much, people. Sometimes it will tell you everything you need to know about a product, and then other times you just have to use it a couple times. Okay, and then for contouring, I'm going to use the Morphe Dimension Contour Stick, and this is in the color #Effect16. I've never seen anybody use this, ever. So I'm really interested to see what it looks like. This doesn't look as dark as the packaging though. This isn't super creamy. My contour stick is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick. Okay, it's a little bit creamier, but I feel like I definitely could have went darker. It just needed a little bit of warming up. I was a little concerned at first. Please do not let me down, foundation, please. This is the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Matte Foundation, and I'm in the color Golden Deep. Oh, I expected this to be a lot thicker. And as always, I'm gonna do half sponge, half brush. Ooh, I like this. I can probably put this right on my face. This looks like a good match though. Okay, guys, this is going uphill. This is going uphill. We were off to a little bit of a rough start. It smells very natural. It doesn't even smell like the fragrance. It smells like the ingredients in it. Okay, why is this a disaster? I've never had a full face be a complete disaster. Okay, so I'm gonna show you kind of what's going on. Look at how textured my face looks. I'm gonna show you guys up close. That is not cute. Ooh. I'm so sad. Optimistic, optimistic. This looks so bad. It looks like I have a rash on my face. And maybe this is what my skin truly looks like, but foundation is not supposed to make you look this bad, okay? Oh, I was so excited to try that foundation too. Okay, we'll see if anything else is different about the brush side. And my face kind of burns. It's doing it instantly. You know, I thought my skin was bad and this foundation just really reassured that for me. Okay, can you guys kind of see that or no? I'm afraid what's gonna happen is when you have a bad base, it's very, very, very unlikely that anything else that you put on top of it is going to fix the problem. And I don't want to hate all the products because of the base. It's like I'm having an allergic reaction. That's what my face looks like. Well, it claims to be a matte foundation and it's been a minute since I've let it sit, and this is kind of the finish that has come to. Major flop. Big, major flop. Anyways, ciao. Maybe this concealer will come through. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in the color Coffee. Something has got to give, y'all. Good color, good color. I like what's going on. And this is just an e.l.f. sponge. Given the texture that I'm working with that has been created by the foundation, that somewhat made me look better. I look oily. This foundation still has not set and I look like an oil spill. Maybe we will have better luck with the Milk Makeup Translucent Unifier and Fixer Translucent Deep. This is the Blur and Set Loose Setting Powder. I was so excited to try this in my haul that I just did because it's so huge. This looks like the Pat McGrath powder. Something magical might have just happened. Fixed the texture that was happening right here and right here. It went on just a little bit more neutral than what I would have liked it to be. It's not hanging on weird or anything, but I genuinely think over time the foundation is just going to break up and make everything underneath it look bad. This kind of gave me a glimmer of hope. The texture isn't as bad, but it looks like I'm literally breaking out in hives and I just can't get over it. The Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder in the color Translucent Deep. One of my favorite foundations is the Too Faced Born This Way, and my favorite concealer of all time is the Too Faced Born This Way. And I absolutely love the pressed powder, so I was like, you know what, it's about freaking time that I try the loose powder. Well, it's definitely mattifying me. It just looks a little too, not even yellow, but just red. I actually am going to try this along with the foundation and the concealer and see how I like it. I should have got a lighter color to put underneath my eyes. We have a new blush, so hopefully this will bring a little bit of happiness to my face. This is the Bare Minerals Gin Nude Powder Blush, and this is in the color You Had Me at Merlot. Ooh, she's pigmented. Okay, did not need that much. And usually I would go over my blush with the sponge that I used on my face with the foundation, but I'm genuinely scared to do that. Whatever. You know what? I've accepted that this is how it's gonna be. Really pretty color. I think it looks better over here because the foundation didn't bring out the texture as much over here as it did over here. I am so excited to try the setting spray. I don't know why I haven't tried it before now. This is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I've heard so many good things about it and it's super affordable. Usually my setting spray will kind of help everything melt together because I like to use a lot. It kind of helps everything just mix together well. I honestly think that helped. I have a funny story about this one, and I should have known from the moment I opened this particular product that this was just gonna be a flop. This is the Natasha Denona Glow Gold Shimmer Duo, and I actually mentioned this in my VIB sale haul. The one they sent me was broken. I'm gonna send this back because I want a new one, and joke's on me because this one's broken too. I'm actually just going to use the right side of it. I didn't realize how yellowy these look. That's pure glitter. Why is this happening to me? If you are somebody who likes a very glittery highlight, you'll like this. I honestly jinxed myself because I put on my Snapchat story today. I have had such an amazing day. It's not even funny. And then I just should have known. I really should have known. We're gonna go back up to the eyes, which seems like the only thing that I was able to pull off in this video. This is the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick Pure White. I actually used this in my last full face of first impressions, but I put on eyeshadow before I put on this, and I want to use just this to see if I like the way it looks. It's very, very creamy. I'm going to be using this J-Cat Beauty Lengthening Mascara. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Pat McGrath. I like that this wand is a little bit tinier. Yeah, I definitely like this mascara. I like that the wand is a little bit thinner as far as width goes because I just use mascara on my lower lashes and that was super, super easy to apply. It kind of was magical. We are on the last and final step, which is lips. I'm going to line my lips with the Juvia's Place Luxe Liner in the color Cola. I have absolutely been loving these lip liners. They're my favorite. For our lip product today, I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment Silky Lip Cream, and this is in the color She's Confident. So I went ahead and did a super dark liner because this was a lot lighter than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm curious to see what these two will look like together. This is minty. I like the color it created, but I like a glossy lip. I'm just going to use the Juvia's Place lip gloss in the color Sis, just a little bit to give me some shine. This is the finished look. It's honestly not awful, but I think the things that are bothering me the most, number one, the highlight, and number two, the foundation. It just brought out the worst in me. What saved me was definitely the setting spray. I could tell after I let it soak into my skin, it kind of helped everything work together. But this is not the end. We still have two more products to test out. We're gonna go ahead and transition to the bathroom. Okay, before we start, I just wanted to point out, I'm actually looking in the mirror now, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like the way that the highlight looks. I really don't even look that awful. The most crucial and probably harshest way to test makeup is under studio lights because it will show out any little imperfection, anything that it is doing, any way that it's hanging on weird. I do like from afar looking in the mirror what the white looks like underneath my eyes. I think it just makes me look a little bit more awake. We still have two more products to test out. The fun is not over yet, and this is just turning a new leaf. First, I'm going to use the One Size Go Off Makeup Dissolving Mist. Usually to break down my makeup, I use this Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Oil, which I really, really love. I think this is really fun and innovative. Before I do oil, I like to pull out a makeup wipe, and these are the One Size Go Off Juiciest Makeup Remover Wipes, and these come with 20. It's so funny because I'm using the Clinique makeup wipes right now, and they're like half the size of this. This is huge. Not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the smell, but it does feel really nice on the skin. Now I look like a real oil slick. I can kind of feel it like breaking down the makeup though. That's weird. Now I'm just going to go in with the makeup wipe. I literally do one wipe and all the makeup is gone. Juicy, I thought that they would be really moist, and you can tell it's not that they're dry, but they're moist, but it's not like messy moist. Does that make sense? My pores do feel a tad bit clogged. I don't know why, but my face looks really clean. I am going to wash my face. I've been using witch hazel on my face with a cotton pad, so I'm gonna see how much makeup is left over. I went ahead and exfoliated and cleansed, and this is all that's left, guys. This is it. Barely anything at all. I am impressed. Definitely love the size of the makeup wipe. It's a big plus. Obviously, I can't see any miraculous skin clearing technology, which it doesn't claim to do that anyways, but first impressions, I really, really like the makeup wipes. The cleansing oil, I really don't like the smell of it. I'm very picky with scents, especially with stuff that's going on the face. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.